Hi, it's Fred. If you're new to web development or you're thinking about leveling up and learning any technology, one of the questions that you might have asked yourself is which one should I learn? There are so many out there. Should I learn React, Vue.js, Angular, and a lot others? So in this video, we'll be trying to drill down and focus on just two, React and Vue.js. I have worked with both of these extensively in the past, so I would also be sharing a few experiences and tips to help you make a decision on which one to learn. So let's get started with a short introduction. First, what is React? React is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces, and it allows you to create interactive UIs that are made up of small-sized modules called components. On the other hand, Vue.js is a JavaScript framework for building user interfaces as well. A key difference between both of these is that React is a library while Vue.js is a framework. Why does this matter? Vue.js being a framework means that a lot of the setup processes that you will need to start developing your web application are already taken care of for you. So you can quickly get started and focus on building the application that you want. While on the other hand, with React, you would need to do a lot more setup by yourself. So it is less opinionated and gives you a lot more freedom. Just to add here that the prerequisite for learning each of these technologies is the foundation or the basics, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And if you are good with this foundation, then you can easily get started with anyone. The first question to ask is, why do you want to learn this technology? What is your motivation? At the beginning, this might not be very clear-cut, and that's totally fine. You can take a look back and ask yourself, what was the motivation? What was the reason? What piqued your interest in learning this technology? And that would help you decide on why you really want to learn this, because that is quite important. The reason is that at the initial or at the start of this learning a new technology journey, you are totally hyped up. The spirits are so high. But towards the mid stage, you begin to lose interest. So it's quite important to understand that this is the reason why I want to learn this, and that would keep you going. Another reason for learning these technologies might be for career advancement. So are you thinking about switching to a new job, or do you want to level up in the current job that you are on? According to a survey that was conducted by Stack Overflow in 2022, survey responses from over 58,000 respondents show that over 42% use React. So that might make you lean towards that direction if you're thinking about getting a new job and considering what the market is offering and the availability of getting a job faster. A third reason is ease of learning. Like I mentioned earlier, Vue.js has a lower barrier of entry because a lot of the setup is already handled for you, so you can focus more on building your web app. But React is less opinionated, so there are a lot more configurations that you need to do to really get the application to the level that you want. So that if you are in a time crunch and you want to learn really fast and maybe build and release an app really soon or start applying for a job as soon as possible, then you might be considering leaning towards Vue.js. A fourth reason is community. React has a very large community and benefits from Meta, which is the company behind it, while Vue is from Vue. So the community around React is really vibrant, much bigger. There are a lot more contributors, a lot more third-party libraries that you can make use of, which makes your life a whole lot easier. But Vue.js also has a really growing community. So if community is quite important to you, then you might be thinking about, should you go for one that has a lot more support, or should you go for one that has a growing community and you can grow with? One point that I would like to highlight here is, do not make a decision on which one to choose based off the GitHub stars. So I know that some people think if a library has thousands of GitHub stars, then I should go for that one. Well, not necessarily, but it's an indication that there are a lot more interest in that particular library. The fifth reason is making more money. And to add here that both of these can potentially increase your earning power. So if you are learning React or you're learning Vue so that you can build and release your own app and make money off it, that's totally awesome. or you want to learn it so that you become a freelancer and consult for startups that are getting started that might not have the budget to hire full time. So you might be working as a freelancer for these startups. You have the opportunity in this case. So you are not limited by learning only just one. And you also have the option of learning both. And depending on the use case, you can choose which of these to apply. I hope you found this point helpful to help you make a decision. I know it's quite short, but it's basically trying to focus on two of the most popular technologies and helping you to make a decision on which one to learn.